My hat! This is my Revo 3.3 with a worn-out TRX 3.3 engine. If you saw my other video, I'm going to put a link in the description where I tore down the particular engine that's in this truck. The bearings were destroyed. Bearings were destroyed, and then the piston had a lot of wear on one particular side to where the little ring was worn out. So this engine doesn't have the compression it should, but the question is, can you still run it? And the answer is yes, you can still run it. I still don't recommend it, just like I said in the other video. Some of the issues are the following. Now, I did get a brand new block with new bearings for it, and I decided to just put everything else stock. So that worn out sleeve and piston. The piston, you couldn't see part of the little groove, the little ring. But it doesn't have the same amount of compression. The other thing too is you have to run really, really rich because it really leans out, and then temperatures just want to rise over 305 degrees, 300 degrees, which is Celsius, probably about 150 Celsius, somewhere around there. Now today's a beautiful day out during this video. There I'm trying to do wheelies. I can no longer do wheelies like I could by just kind of braking and accelerating. It is a beautiful day out. It's probably about 66 degrees Fahrenheit, which is about 18 degrees Celsius outside. So beautiful weather for RC. Now, a few little things. I put an engine in this, TRX, but a better engine. Not a worn out engine, and I tuned the transmission so that it would engage second gear right about the halfway point, and it's not engaging. The only way it engages is if I do sort of a large dirt oval type turn. Now here I actually just swapped fuels, so immediately after that swapped fuels went to the Sidewinder Basher fuel, and this thing just took off. Second gear did engage. The only problem is I noticed the temperature, and it soared to about 295 degrees, roughly 96, probably around there. So we're looking at about 146, 147 degrees Celsius. So I had to just richen up the carburetor. So that's sort of the issue. You have to run incredibly rich, and then you really have no power. Just to give you an idea, it runs similar to what the original T-Max ran with the .15, maybe the .25. It might be close to the .25, but not much power. That's the point. Now, if you were used to this vehicle with this amount of power, that would be fine, right? It runs great. Then just adjust the 2-speed, but it doesn't go very fast. So I have to richen that a little more. Temperature sort again. But if you're used to this engine running the way it should run, and then you go to this, it's no longer as fun. You get spoiled. Now, this engine still has life, obviously, not the most powerful, so am I saying recycle the metals? No, you can get more gallons out of the engine. Probably not in a Revo, though, or a larger vehicle. This engine, as soon as I can get my hands on my nephew's Rustler, an old Rustler, with no engine. He has no engine, so he can't run it. I'm probably just going to swap this engine, give him this engine, put it in his little 2-wheel drive Rustler. An old worn-out engine trumps no engine anytime. But here's the Revo. This is the way it runs. Again, you're going to have to run pretty rich. Temperatures do like to go up, but you can keep them within reason. Thank you very much for watching. Please subscribe if you have not, and I'll catch you in the next one.
What? Oh, my hair! My car! My rod!